very closely associated with the academics. So we are also running a very unique project of a Skill India, wherein we are trying not only to skill our members, but also to skill the students of the country, whether it is in the colleges are there, the girls' colleges are there, or at the school level. Even we are looking forward to start a program where we are trying to develop inclusive growth with a vision of the inclusive growth at the panchayat level. That how this rural economy, from the rural economy, the new entrepreneurship can be developed, so that ultimately this target of a 5 trillion can be achieved. Even just to share with you, sir, that when we are talking about the more and more companies are coming to India, we have started a new project to develop a comparison that what are the policies of the Taiwan, Philippines, and these kind of a country vis-a-vis India, and what kind of a new scheme should be introduced, so that the more and more company, the attraction to the more and more companies can also be there. At the same time, just to share with you, my respected sir, that when we are talking about the MSME, apart from the various measures, one measure I just wish to share with you, that in today's scenario of the GST, when we are saying that the MSME can file the 3 monthly return in a quarterly basis, and the large SSC has to file on a monthly basis, but the large SSC will be eligible to claim the credit only when the MSME will submit the return. So that is creating a road blocker for the MSME to supply to the large companies. So at least in case I am buying something from the MSME, the credit should be immediately available to the large industry. That will boost the purchase from the MSME industry to the larger companies. Last but not the least, my request, my only submission to Honorable Minister sir, that we have the 1 lakh chartered accountants offices across the country, and they can be the very good opportunity for generating the employment, because every chartered accountant required 4, 5, 7, 10 employees in his office. In case the government will provide the necessary support to the chartered accountants firms to provide the some other services, like taking the into the main fold of the various services that they can provide. So it can be a great employment booster for the country when the chartered accountants can provide the platform. So with this, we convey our sincere thanks to Honorable Minister Sahab for sparing their valuable time, and over to you, sir, for your guidance and the wisdom to all these members. This program is right now being viewed by more than 20,000 members across the country, and even at the overseas chapters, as rightly mentioned by Honorable Praful Chhajar sir, our past president. Over to you, sir.
Thank you.
Namaskar. It is great pleasure and pride for me to interact with all of you. In our economy, the role of the chartered accountant is very important. You are the expert people who can understand which are the business which are economically viable and how you can enhance your business by adopting new capital, new technology and new diversification. So you are the best judge. Presently, we are fighting war with Corona. It is also a very important thing that the whole world is also facing the war against Corona. So first of all, it is the duty of every Indian to fight this war, and to win this war is the most important mission for all of us. Under the leadership of our Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji, first of all, we need to fight the war and we need to get victory in this war. That is very important. I will request you 2-3 things as a citizen. One, we need to use mask mandatory when anywhere you are out of your office or anywhere in on the road or anywhere. A better way, my suggestion is you should be in your office or in house. Avoid to go into any area of the city. The most important thing by using of mask is very important, and when you are coming back at the house or the office, we should use sanitizer. The third thing is, at anywhere we should maintain the distance between the two persons more than 1 meter. That is very important. The third important thing is regarding the industry and business. Now the government is now working on the plan that how we can relax the things and we can start our routine life. We are trying to give permission for many things. Already the national highway is open. We have 65 to 70% of traffic of the country is now running on national highway. our
निर्माण
export
की इकाइयां
imports are now, we are
और
all
green zone में
exports are now
50
doing excellent job. Everything is started.
की है।
The most important thing, I have a meeting with my
अपनी जिंदगी
state
में
road
जीने का
transport
तरीका
and PWD ministers.
बदलना पड़ेगा। इससे
We
रोग
have also
प्रतिरोधक
taken
क्षमता
decision to
बढ़ेगी
start the work
और
in
रोग
national
प्रतिरोधक
highway
क्षमता
road
बढ़ेगी तो
construction.
कोरोना का
That is
आगमन
also moving fast.
हम लोग
And regarding
विफल कर
the
पाएंगे।
state transport minister,
देखिए,
they
कोरोना
are taking preventive measures and
ऐसा
care
रोग नहीं है
that how they can stabilize
जिससे
the
डरा
traffic.
जाए,
Now the most
डरने
important
की
thing which is
जरूरत
very
नहीं
important
है।
for the country is
क्योंकि कई लोग ऐसे
we
हैं जिनने
need to start and
कोरोना को
accelerate
पराजित
our
किया।
economy. That is very
एक छोटी
important.
सी बिटिया पूर्वा सिंह
And
से मैंने
without
बात
trade,
की।
business and industry, it
8
is
साल की
difficult.
उम्र थी। पुलिस
So,
आवास
We have
ड्यूटी में
taken,
रहने
the
वाली
government
बेटी
has given guidelines.
कोरोना संक्रमित हो
On
गई।
the basis of
बहादुरी
guidelines,
से लड़ी,
we
हिम्मत
need
से
to
लड़ाई
accelerate
लड़ी
our economy,
और
our
फिर स्वस्थ
business,
होकर
our
चिराई
trade,
अस्पताल से
everything,
बाहर आ
shops,
गई।
industry and
मैंने
all the
फोन पर
things
उसको
with the
बधाई दी।
permission of the competent authority.
डॉक्टर विभा के बच्चों ने
By
कहानी भी
implementing the
प्रशंसनीय है।
guidelines given by the
उनके
government.
पति डॉक्टर सौरभ
But
पुरोहित
at the same time,
2 वर्षीय बेटा
we
भी
need to obey
संक्रमित हो गया
the
और उसका इलाज करने के
principles
चक्कर
which
में
are
वो स्वयं
already
और
given by
उनका
the
5
state and
वर्षीय
central
बेटा भी
government, which are guidelines
संक्रमित हो गया।
which are very important
पूरा
and we
परिवार
need to
संक्रमित।
obey that. After the corona, the most important thing is economic war is very important. Now the whole world is facing economic crisis and also the same problem with India. Now my request is, this is really a great challenge for Indian economy, industry and the people like you, that we can convert this challenge, this problem into opportunities. Now, just 10 days before, I have a detailed statement from the Prime Minister of Japan, and he, in his speech, he has offered all Japanese industries and investors who have already investment in China and request them to come out of China, where Japan government is going to support them. So the package he declared is very big. The same type of reaction everywhere in each part of the world, everywhere there is a reaction against China. So I feel that this is a blessing in disguise. So first of all, now we need to convert this problem, this challenge into opportunities by which our country needs more investment in the industry. And now this is the time that our small industries or big and major industries, they can make joint venture for different type of technology with the many expert and specialized technology which are available in the world. So now I feel that by which we can reduce the production cost. I know that if we need to reducing production cost, we need to reduce the capital cost, we need to reduce labor cost, we need to reduce logistic cost, we need to reduce different type of costs which are related with the production cost. That is very important. So now the country needs decentralization of industry and decentralization of wealth. The problems which we are facing in Mumbai, Bangalore, Delhi, Chennai, it is really a big problem for the country. So now there are a lot of problems presently, like in Dharavi in Mumbai. We are facing very acute problem because of corona. So our planning is to now, we have 115 aspirant districts. The socially, economically, educationally backward area, where the per capita income is very less, growth rate is very less, but the raw material is available. So now we are thinking in a line where there will be MSME, forest-based MSME, agro MSMEs, then fishing related MSMEs, then the raw material which are available in the forest, particularly the medicines, Ayurvedic medicines, on the basis of that we can start our industry there. So whatever the raw material which is available in that area, we can think about it. Presently our country have import of 7 lakh crores of crude oil. Now we have successfully run the fighter jet and helicopters by using Jatropha oil. And our Dehradun Petroleum Institute has invented that bio-aviation fuel. Then the same fuel we use in Spice Jet and taking jet from Dehradun to Delhi by using 25% bio-aviation fuel. So my suggestion is, Now, as a charter accountant, majority of many of the your companies and you are making project reports, DPRs for economic viability. So now this will be import substitute, cost effective and pollution free. So by using of Ratanjot, Moha, Sal, Karanj and Toli, these are the non-edible oil seed which are available in the forest area, where we need to use the biotechnology by which we can increase the productivity and we can make the bio-aviation fuel. We can make the biodiesel. At the same time, government has already started the policy of making of ethanol from sugarcane juice, where actually I am telling all these things to you because you are the advisor for the industry, for the business. You are making detailed project reports. You need to find out the economic viability. Now the sugar industry is facing very crucial problem. But now our government has taken a decision by adding 10% of ethanol in petrol. We can go up to 22% in petrol and 15% in diesel. Now we have got the flex engine. Now as a transport minister, I already cleared it that we can use either 100% petrol or 100% ethanol. Our TVS company has already manufactured the bike on 100% bioethanol. The Bajaj bike is also ready. At the same time, we have cars, buses, and we have the buses 100% running on bioethanol. We are making ethanol from molasses. We can make ethanol from sugarcane juice. We can make ethanol from BAV molasses, that is 60% molasses. 6% molasses in the sugar. Actually, naturally it comes to 4%, but we can take more sugar into molasses and we can make ethanol. The other thing we can make ethanol now, government is giving permission to making ethanol from rice cut and also from corn. We have surplus of rice, surplus of wheat and surplus of sugar. Next 2 years, we have already the stock of sugar is with us. For next 3 years, the stock of wheat and rice is with us. It's a big problem. So we need diversification in agriculture, and that is the reason that now government is thinking to giving permission for making ethanol from rice cut. That is available. And the Food Corporation of India is going to auction, and the big quantity is available. So my first idea is in agro MSME, that we can establish 500 plants from making ethanol from sugarcane juice or ethanol from rice cut or corn. Even whole Bihar and UP and Punjab, here we need to adopt this policy. This is very important. The other side, we have a problem regarding import of edible oil of $9 billion, and that is also a big task. We are working on the scheme by which how we can increase the productivity. The productivity of soybean in Maharashtra, in Vidarbha, once upon a time was 15 quintal per acre. Now it comes to 4 quintal. In the USA, the productivity is 30 quintal per acre. Brazil is 26-27 quintal per acre, and India is 4 quintal. Now there are 10 type of oil seeds: til, javas, kardi, then sunflower, soybean, falli. All we need palm. So in the different part of the country, we need to increase the productivity. That is very important. Majority solvent extraction plant are not running. We are importing edible oil because the economic viability is not there. So by using rice, we can make bioethanol, and from this rice paste as a residue, we can add into soybean cake, molasses and rice sauce and make a formula where we can supply this animal fodder with a cheaper rate, and we can make this white revolution, milk revolution in the country to increase the productivity, at the same time reduce the cost for that. So this can be really a great thing. So already we are working on it. So those factories which are already closed, and there is a possession with the banks for sugar mills, now we are planning to how it can convert it and how we can formulate a policy for that. At the same time, we are importing the newsprint of 40,000 crore per year. We are importing this paper pulp, and at the same time wood of 60,000 crore. So it comes to 1,30,000 to 40,000 crore we are importing wood. So my suggestion is there are a lot of things which we are importing. The people like you, where I am requesting you that we are going to publish one book. What are the things which we are importing and what are the things which we are exporting in last 3 years? On the basis of that, the study and research, we can also find out the appropriate technology by which we can make the import substitute cost effective and pollution free. I am offering for the industry a new industrial clusters land. For example, we are going to construct the highway between Mumbai to Delhi. We are now planning making of 22 green express highway. It is a totally new alignment. And now out of 22, 7 work has already started. In this, I am giving example only for Mumbai-Delhi highway, which is a great opportunity for all of you. You can make an economically viable project on this line. That the highway start from Sona near Gurgaon, coming to Savai Madhopur, Alwar, and then coming to Jhabua, Ratlam, and going to Vadodara to Mumbai. The most interesting thing is this highway is going to reduce the 220 kilometer of distance between Mumbai to Delhi. At the same time, this is from tribal and backward area of Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, and Maharashtra. This is very important, and the district coming in the line of this highway, majority districts are aspirant districts, 115 backward districts. The land acquisition cost is very less. So we have already reduced 16,000 crore cost in land acquisition. The cost of the highway is 1 lakh crore, and we have reduced 16,000 crore on the land acquisition. The land is available with a rate of 15 to 20 lakhs rupees. Somewhere it is 10 lakhs rupees per acre. So my idea is to now NHA we have decided we have already going to formulate the policy by which we can make industrial clusters. We will acquire the land, and for there we can make their smart city and smart villages, logistic parks, at the same time industrial clusters. The smart city and smart village will be the availability of low cost accommodation to the labor, and we can make also a smart city there for different type of, with considering the different type of development. So this is the economically viable project. Today in my one of the video conference, I giving proposal to the industrial people who are working in Dharavi. They have a leather industries, and I say, why you are doing all these things there? Come to there to find out a place near this highway, near in Thane district, which is a backward district. You establish there your industrial cluster, and presently we have a industry, leather industries of 1,45,000 crore, out of which our export is 45,000 to 55,000 crore, and domestic consumption is 90,000 crore. So if we can make a cluster, and also the concerning big industry also there, which can be useful for small MSMEs, then that cluster is going to increase our productivity, our cost, and at the same time the quality, and which can be very, very important for our export market. This type of many new ideas which is now coming. The whole world, the countries, they are ready to invest in India. We have already already appointed a joint secretary who will take the care of foreign investment in MSME. We have a coordination with the state government committee. We are going to formulate a committee, and where we will give all type of clearances within 3 months, and at the same time there will be no red tapeism, full transparency, time bound decision making process, qualitative approach, and no corruption. So there on the line, the state government and central government as a stakeholder, we are going to formulate the policy. Now Sripad ji is here on the line. His Ayush Mantralaya has got a lot of potential. So as 2-3 days before we have signed one agreement. Now this Panchakarma, I am doing 2 hours Panchakarma every day. So in the whole world there is a demand for all these things. We can make wellness centers in the world. We can manufacture different type of Ayurvedic medicines. There is a huge potential. So these are the new field where we need to have more concentration on it, by which we can make the decentralization of industry and creating more employment potential. In short, what my exactly idea about now is to increase the export, reduce the import, and find out the import substitute. At the same time, decentralization of industry, particularly in the backward and tribal area, agriculture area, near the particularly the area, we have now, I am giving you the example of fishing. Now presently our fishermen, they are only going up to 5 to 6 nautical mile with their boats, because it is not possible for them to go for 100 nautical mile. So we have already planned, we have already constructed one boat, that boat is of costing of 1 crore 20 lakhs rupees. That is already manufactured by Cochin shipyard. We have already distributed 80 to 90 boats in Tamil Nadu, and now that boat can go up to 100 nautical mile. So by which there is a ice factories on the boat, everything is there. It's a totally using new technology, and it is going to increase the productivity in fishing by 5 to 6 times. So we can make exports, and we can make the a blue economy and total industry of 5 lakh crores. There is a availability. We can make the waste to wealth industry of 5 lakh crores. We can even go for the innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill and experiences. Broadly, we name it as a knowledge, and conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future, and conversion of waste into wealth is the future. For that reason, the people like you who can understand the economics, viability, who can make DPR, who can find out the viability, and who can identify the industry and business, where is the economic viability, so you can guide the people. The another new idea which we are now going to float, that where I need cooperation from you, that is the MSME exchange. Now the National Stock Exchange, Mr. Lemay is MD, I inaugurated the major 15 or 20 MSME has created the capital from the capital market. Now we are already, the finance ministry has approved our scheme, is going to cabinet, and the Sinha committee which was appointed by Reserve Bank, they recommended that funds of fund. So 10,000 crore for that, any MSME who has got a good rating, where they can go to capital market, and where 15% of the amount whatever he is going to raise will be contributed by the government to give them as a equity. And by 3 or 4 years after that, when their share comes to 3 times, 4 times more, we will sell it, and we will increase this amount from 10,000 crore to 1 lakh crore, and we will support them. So the MSME stock exchange is the new idea, where we need to use the use of pensions, insurance funds and foreign funds. Now the problem is that the interest cost in India is very high. So I am also working on that line. My suggestion is people like you can work on it. That is the NBFC. Now I am recommending to the finance minister that whether we can give some capital to NBFC, and NBFC can take some foreign investment with a low interest
cost. The
interest cost is 1%, and South Korea and Japan is good market where we can get some investment from them, and some of the dollar investment will not be more than 3%. I remember when I was shipping minister, we taken a loan in dollars without hedging, because our turnover already was in dollar, so cost was coming to 5 to 6%. So my suggestion is this NBFC can take this foreign investment, and where we need to try to convince, also we are going to recommend to finance ministry and Reserve Bank whether there will be no need for making any type of hedging for that. So that guarantee will be taken by Reserve Bank, by which whether it is possible to get availability of capital with the low cost interest. We are also have today 2 loans already sanctioned. One is from World Bank and other is from ADB with a low cost. It's very important that how we can reduce the interest. You know that it is a lot of people are demanding me that you should have this interest, this interest. Now the problem is that whole world is facing the problem. The governments are facing the problem. Some of the state government, they don't have money to give the salary for the next month. The revenue of central government is also dropped. Now the problem is that industry is in problem, banking system is in problem, laborers are facing the problem, all stakeholders are in problems. Now we need an integrated approach. We have to protect everybody and go ahead. And that is very important, that we have to find out exactly where there is a breaking point. The government is now giving full support. Someone was asking me that Japan is giving too much. Now Japan economy, USA economy and Indian economy, there is a vast difference. Japan has decided to spend 12% of their GDP for that. But it is not the position with India. So we need to think about banks, we need to think about industry, we need to think about laborers, and at the same time, the government is also for the people. We need to think about state governments, central governments. On the basis of that, we should have an integrated approach. So the basic thing is import. We need to reduce import. We need to increase export, and that is the opportunity today we have. Because of the present situation, the way in which the lot of hatred in the mind of the people in the whole world towards China, and this is the golden opportunity for Indian industry. We need to upgrade our technology. We need to reduce the cost, all type of cost, and at the same time, without compromise with the quality and with a better quality. If you are going to enter into the world market, I am confident that our people will get good chance. So that is the reason that today our economy we are facing the problem. I understand, and I am from last 15 days interacting with more than 3 crore 50 lakhs people or different stakeholders. I am meeting with them. I'm also, they are giving lot of suggestion. Every time my joint secretary and my private secretary is taking the notes of it. Everything we are going to analyze in the office, that how we can do it. We are very serious and sensitive about it. And at the same time, some of the things which are in our hands, some of the things which are in the hands of the finance ministry, some of the things we need to go up to the prime minister, to the cabinet. So definitely I am going to recommend all these things to the concerning authority. But at the same time, we should understand the limitation of everybody. The one thing which I remember, there is in the capital market, the National Stock Exchange, Mumbai Stock Exchange, the role of merchant banker is very important. The CDB is giving the permission for that. So my suggestion is, for MSME, as a merchant banker, we need to go, you also, your association should approach to CDB, whether some class 1 charter accountant firms we classified or rate with making the rating of that, and they will be qualified for as a merchant banker. Because the present merchant banker, the number of companies is very less and they are charging too much. So now by which we have to find out that some of the charter accountant, whether they can get the authority to, we can use them as a merchant banker. It's very important. Some of the expert people in this field, they can apply to SEBI. And even if you to me, I am also request to finance minister to support them. My suggestion is, this is the time that we have to take the advantage of all opportunities. The negativity is not good. Be positive. There is a difference between confidence and ego. We should not be egoistic, but we should have a positive confidence. We know the ground reality. With the full transparency, with fast track decision making process, we taking the advantage of the opportunities, we need to go ahead. और मैं वही बात, कोशिश करने वाले की कभी हार नहीं होती, वो कविता बहुत अच्छी है. और दूसरा, हम होंगे कामयाब. So these are the spirit we need. With a positive attitude and approach, we need to march ahead. And I feel that we can change the scenario. The dream of our Prime Minister to make India a 5 trillion economy and to make 100 lakh crores of infrastructure. I am only giving you the example of road sector. So in last regime, in 5 years, my whole ministry, shipping, ports, inland waterways and roads, we have something 15 to 16 lakh rupees of contracts we have awarded. At that time, the shipping ministry, my budget was of 800 crores. But with the help of major ports in 5 years, we have already declared a scheme named as Sagarmala of 16 lakh crores. And can you imagine? We have awarded works more than 6,50,000 crore, and my budget was up with 800 crores. So presently in the road industry, road sector, the NHI, AAA rating we have. Our now toll income is coming approximately 40,000 crore. Now we are planning of making of logistic park, ropeways, cable car, vernacular railway in the hill area. Then we are making bus port in the big cities. The prime lands are available, just like airport planning to make bus ports. And 2,000 roadside amenities, 2,000 logistic parks, and by new road construction, new express highway. My idea is to at least my income after 5 years, NHI income or my ministry income will be more than 1 lakh crore. And I am going to use this income. So now already we don't have any resources problem. Now there are 480 projects. Our IRR is good, where by considering land acquisition cost and construction cost, now the project is economically viable. Already I requested the Governor of Reserve Bank that you should allow the infrastructure loan for 30 years. So now they are already giving us a permission for that. For 30 years the bank can give a loan to the road sector. The projects are economically viable. So now I am searching for making of to find out whether we will get the investment from the World Insurance Fund, pension funds, and a different type of institutions. They want to enter into the infrastructure in India, so we can take the advantage. I don't have any problem. My target is within 2 years making of infrastructure of 15 lakh crore. This is the target. So because present time we need more liquidity into the market, we have to increase the all infrastructure work, water, power, transport, communication, and everywhere we need to have a more capital investment. Without that we cannot accelerate the economy and we cannot create more employment potential. At the same time we need to concentrate more on agriculture, agro MSMEs, the rural India, agriculture India, tribal India, the forest area. We need to find out what are the strength in this area and taking strength and using that, making agro MSMEs. It can be also a good solution for all of us. So this is the time that with full confidence we need to go ahead, and the people like you, your leadership, the chartered accountant is a very, very important community. You are the economic guide and philosopher of the society. You are the people who know what is economically viable and what is not. So it's a very, all chartered accountants are very recognized and respectable in the society. And now you need to have a broad vision, particularly related to the trade, business, industry, regarding foreign investment, capital, how we can reduce the cost, making of different type of new technology, innovation, research. Everywhere on that line you have to broad your vision for that. I always say one thing, that you can donate eye but you cannot donate vision. The lack of appropriate vision for industry, for agriculture, for infrastructure, for different type of thing, that is very important. And India has got the potential. We can make India economically superpower. And now the China is facing a lot of problems. World is fed up with China. China is already a super economic power. But no country in the world they don't want to deal with China. And now this is the potential as compared with China, with skilled manpower and raw material availability. We can reduce the cost, improve the quality by using the new technology, using the low cost capital. It is the opportunity for India to replace China in the world. And this is the opportunity in this area which we are getting because of Corona. Every time we need to find out the opportunity even in the bad things. Corona is a bad thing for the society and for the country. But people like you who are the leader, economic leader, who are the market leader, business leader, who are the guide and philosopher for trade, business and industry, you need to think about that. It's a problem. But we can convert these problems into a opportunity to give a good leadership. This capability all of you have. So really it's a pleasure and pride for me. Our department is fully supporting you and for industry, trade and business. And with the cooperation, coordination and communication between all stakeholders, we can achieve our goal. And really my feeling is कि कोशिश करने वाले की कभी हार नहीं होती और हम होंगे कामयाब. These two spirits we need to penetrate in the society. The small businessman, the industry, they are very nervous. Even I advise to media people, don't spread this negativity. Try to spread positivity. Try to create confidence in the mind of the people. that how they can fight this war, how they can win. And that is the spirit is very important. I remember in my school or college days, when I was a student leader in Nagpur University, at that time, every time we lose the election, our confidence was gone. At that time, I read one book written by Richard Nixon, the ex-American president, when he was very much targeted because of Watergate. Even the people of Washington, they refused to give him land in some prestigious area of Washington. So in that mental, he was very much disturbed. At that time, he wrote his autobiography. And in that book, there was a very great and famous sentence, which always I remember in my life. The sentence was that the man is not finished when he is defeated, but he is finished when he quits. आदमी कभी लड़ाई में हारने के बाद समाप्त नहीं होता, युद्धभूमि छोड़कर जब भाग जाता है तब वो समाप्त होता है. So this is the spirit that we need to fight up till we will get victory on that. So this is the spirit we need to create in the society. I am very sorry, your role is very important. The particular industry, business, trade, people are very nervous because of economic situation, and really they are facing the problem. We need to create positive confidence in their mind, and the people like you can create positivity, you can create positive confidence in the mind of the people. You can give new appropriate vision for the future, and by this confidence and vision, even they can stand, and if they can try for that, I am confident that we will get success. We have got the capability and potential to become a super economic power, and definitely we are going to fulfill that dream. And where the role of all chartered accountant as a stakeholder is very important, because the common people and you, there is a vast difference. You are the guide and philosopher for business, trade and industry, and always government is expecting that you should guide positive to the industry and business. We know that we need revenue, but at the same time, the revenue which we are going to again invest, it is going to create more job and more wealth for the country. So definitely it's a great pleasure for me. I am neither economist nor expert chartered accountant. But what my feeling about present situation, I am trying to explain you. There are many more subjects where if you have any good suggestion, kindly send to me. We will consider that. I will try my level best to answer the question of all of your questions, and also recommended all this good suggestion to me. We will think on it, and we will try our level best to how we can satisfy you. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Honorable Minister Nitin Gadkari ji, Honorable Minister of State Sripad ji, our President, past President, Vice Chairman of this committee, Council members and viewers. Sir, it was really a treat today to hear you. You mentioned you are not a chartered accountant, but your knowledge is equivalent or more than a chartered accountant. We have heard you how you holistically covered the entire situation, and you informed us and infused confidence in every professional that the government is absolutely proactive in the lockdown. Your minds are absolutely open and working for the revival of the economy. Sir, let me mention before I do one task of asking one question to you, sir. Let me assure you on behalf of our president and the institute and the council that the institute is at the back end call of the institute always, whether it is implementation of GST, new company law, new accounting standards, COVID situation or anything. And the president has set up a group to make a thorough research into the economic situation that will emerge immediately after the lockdown is lifted. Although we are all so satisfied that food and all other necessities are available in abundance, there is no shortage and government is taking care of everything. But as soon as the lockdown is lifted, probably MSMEs will be the most impacted. And my question is limited. I'll ask one question. That, sir, we have talked about importing capital from foreign country at low rate, and it's a very good suggestion. We must do that. even the action of setting up MSME exchange and government contribution of 15% to equity is again excellent. But if we look at uh, another aspect, the interest rate in India is very high as compared to the rates prevailing in the entire world. So, is government not doing anything to reduce the rates of interest in India from banks and financial institutions? Capital is available very costly. If it is made cheaper, in this situation, when all MSMEs and industries will be short of funds, they will be able to borrow at very reasonable rate, and there will be a booster to the activities. And one more step, that moratorium for payment of installments has been granted up to 31st May. But the situation looks like this, that up to even May end, the lockdown may not be lifted. And immediately in June and July, even if it is lifted, there will be really crash crunch. Something must be done in this regard. And I would like to ask whether government is doing something on this front. There is one upfront suggestion, sir, that you talked about import and its containment. One immediate thought that comes to mind is we are huge importers of newsprints. And today we see that when newspapers are not available, we are all used to reading newspapers online. So why can't we do or introduce a scheme where only those who are not so used to technology use the newsprints, and we reduce the imports of products like newsprints, which can certainly be reduced. So on these three fronts, interest rate reduction, moratorium, and reduction of import, and whether we can do something locally. This is the question, sir.
Frankly speaking, if suppose I am going to suggest your suggestion to the media, the all print media people will make a strong opposition against me. So I don't want to go into the details about it, because it is also a big business giving employment to a lot of people. Now the problem is that first of all, what my feeling is that interest cost is high. It's absolutely correct, because in our country the interest on deposit is also very high. The Reserve Bank is trying, they are now reducing the repo rate many times, but that effect which we are expecting is a very big effect, that is very difficult. What my suggestion to all of you, that whether it is possible, whether our Reserve Bank and we can represent to the Finance Ministry, I am not authority for that, that whether they can, we can make a lot of MSMEs of different sectors. We can strengthen the present MSME, those who are doing good business, and by which we allow them to adopt, to accept the foreign capital with the low interest. Now the problem is that we can fix up the limit. Up to that limit, our foreign exchange stock is very high. So Reserve Bank and government will take the risk, and on the basis of that we will allow this MSME. At the same time, if they are getting the interest rate lower, they are supposed to add their 1% or 1.5% or 2% profit in it and giving it to the industry with a low cost. So I don't know whether it is a workable or not, but my feeling is now when I am meeting lot of people from abroad regarding the foreign investment, the lot of foreign people now they have to invest money. They are not getting good returns. The insurance fund, pension funds, depositor in the different part of the world, they are not getting good interest. So we can create a credibility. Now majority of these all foreign investors, they are investing in our capital market. They have a very important role. At the same time, they are investing in industry. So the share economy, insurance economy and pension economy is in the whole world is very important. Whether we can encourage that investor to invest in NBFC, and whether that NBFC can reduce the cost and giving that interest rate, where I know the problem of is there. So this can be one of the way out. This is my feeling. Government is giving lot of concession. Now for MSME, we are monitoring our schemes with the banks. Once we have a meeting with all bank chairman Nirmala ji and me in Ashoka Hotel. So we have got now the all data. So when we asked the question to one of the chairman, he said, my target is completed. Now, what is the meaning of target? It is a minimum target. Your target is where maximum target is still not completed. So you don't take it in a way that we the 40 cases we have completed. No, अभी हो गया ऐसा नहीं करो. तो अभी one we are monitoring everything. There are 22% cases which was rejected because of some applications, because of some certificates. We say you call them and rectify it. Then some of the cases they need to transfer to the other district. So the cases are pending. We transfer to other branches. So now we need positive approach from the bankers, and actually in our schemes in MSME we have given guarantee. We are now 1 lakh crores loan. We are giving a premium, insurance premium of 1,500 crore, that is 1.5% to the our trust, insurance finance insurance trust, and where we are giving guarantee for 75,000 crores. Only 25% they need to have collateral for that. So now we are covering all our schemes under our insurance trust, and government will make take the responsibility for making of that whatever the fee we have to pay for trust. So, in percentage 2%, 1.5%, it will be given by the department, and our institute like SEDB and other, they can finance with the legitimate and genuine the entrepreneur. They should also help them. That is the feeling of the government. So we are definitely going to work on it. But present now, day by day, Reserve Bank is also reducing the interest, but it is not the impact is not very big. But still, my suggestion is for getting foreign investment, which are getting in stock exchange, why it is not possible to getting it into the infrastructure project, getting into the MSME, getting into our 29% of the growth is from MSME. Our 49% export is from MSME. There are a lot of good MSMEs, they have got a good turnover, they are paying GST, income tax, they are AAA rating. Why there is not possible to get some foreign funds for that? You can give them minimum returns for 6% or 7% guarantee to them. So the private NBFC, they can take the advantage of this, and we need to go for Reserve Bank and Finance Ministry that some of the foreign funds, those who are going to MSME, where the hedging responsibility will be taken by Reserve Bank of the government. We can think about it, we can talk with them. That is not the matter in my hand. But we need to find out some new solutions for that. So you think on it, you suggest me, because we are in the transit period. So we need to use many experiments, many new innovations, many new models for the interest of the industry and business. And which is the model which is successful, we will go ahead. So my suggestion is, now it is time for all of you to think on it, and the whole world who is ready for making investment in industry in India, they are also ready to invest in India. As a banker, as a capital, they want to invest in it. We should take the advantage of it.
For Nitin Gadkari's session. I'm thankful to Mr. Dilip Rodi ji, who is from Chartered Accountant from Nagpur, for helping us in coordinating with the Minister Sir's office. Thank you, Rodi Saab. And now hand over to Atul Sir, and then we can close. And thank you so much, sir, once again.
Namaskar.
You are on mute.
Atulji, you're on mute. Atulji, you're on.
Honorable Minister Sir, just I noted the 8 points from your deliberation. Thank you very much, sir. I just give the
थैंक यू वेरी मच।
Thank you.
थैंक यू सर। मैं निवेदन करूंगा अभी सुरेश नायक जी जो हमारे ट्राइबल वर्टिकल के नेशनल हेड है उनसे बात करें।
Very good afternoon,
सुरेश
sir.
नायक।
Yeah, can you hear me, sir?
Yes,
या
sir.
या
Yes, sir.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Sir, I would like to bring it to your notice that one of the major communities that got affected or majorly through COVID-19 moved from Northeast, working in and Orissa, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, who are working in beauty, wellness, and retail and all the hospitality segment. They've been affected very badly, and they are going back to their respective states. Sir, actually, now COVID-19 that thick urbanization is a threat for generations to come. So the distribution of industries is very much required. So the rural industrialization and entrepreneurs that come in rural and areas need to be given special incentives, sir. So under MSME, I mean, Tiki has the highest number of tribal entrepreneurs on its platforms. National level tribal entrepreneurs conclave last year, and we got more than 1,000 entrepreneurs on that platform. So we are working very closely with TriFed in all the tribal areas, products and tribal related food processing units and everything. And they are supporting us, sir. Those entrepreneurs who we also request MSME ministry to give some special incentives to those entrepreneurs who are working in this tribal areas. And also SEST hub needs some special focus on developing tribal entrepreneurs, sir. Because if you look at SEST hub activity, the history, very few tribal entrepreneurs have been supported through the hub. So a special focus engine has to be created to develop specifically tribal entrepreneurs and special incentives for those people who develop their businesses or industries in tribal areas. Sir, whatever policy, future of the country and also the tribal community of this country, sir. So please.
I am of the same opinion, and we are all trying our level best to decentralization of industry. I'm giving you an example. We are making a big highway from Delhi to Mumbai of 1 lakh crore, and it is coming from tribal and backward area of Rajasthan, Haryana, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Madhya Pradesh. Now our planning is to open industrial clusters, smart cities, and smart villages near to highway, and NHI is ready to participate for that. We are going for land acquisition. So naturally, you are absolutely correct. There is a centralization of industry in the area like Mumbai, Noida, Gurgaon, Bangalore, Chennai. We need to diversify this, and that is the need of the hour. So I am of the same opinion, and we are now making the policy that how it can be more helpful and attractive for investment in tribal area and backward area.
थैंक यू सर। ना अभी मैं निवेदन करूंगा कि तिलक केंद्र जी जो जलंधर में कंपनी में 500 लोगों से ज्यादा काम करते हैं। मैं किंदर जी से निवेदन करूंगा कि बात करें। तिलक जी।
Tilak ji, please unmute yourself first.
हेलो, नमस्कार मंत्री महोदय जी।
हाँ, बोलिए।
मैं स्पोर्ट्स गुड्स से रिलेटेड हूँ। मैं काफ़ी साल से हम लोग काम कर रहे हैं। मैं चाहता हूँ मंत्री महोदय जी, एक रिक्वेस्ट है कि टेक्नोलॉजी अपग्रेडेशन के लिए हमें काम करना चाहिए। टाइम टू टाइम मैं मिनिस्ट्री से भी मिलता रहा हूँ, तो आपके MSME में आप हैं, बड़े पॉजिटिव हैं, बड़े एग्रेसिव हैं आप लोग। तो कुछ टेक्नोलॉजी के ऊपर काम किया जाए, जैसे SC/ST के लोग हैं, क्योंकि बहुत मुश्किल से कितनी डिकेड से उन्होंने मेहनत करके अपना कोई प्लेटफॉर्म रखा था, लेकिन कोविड की वजह से काफी नुकसान हो रहा है, सबको हो रहा है। मैं तो ये मानता हूँ कि स्पोर्ट्स के ऊपर अपग्रेडेशन के लिए कुछ सिंप्लीफाई किया जाए। बाहर से जैसे मैं हूँ छोटा सा एक्सपोर्टर मैन्युफैक्चरर हूँ, मैं ताइवान और चाइना को ही एक्सपोर्ट भी करता हूँ, तो हमें वो टेक्नोलॉजी वहाँ से सिंप्लीफाई करके लाना चाहिए जिससे एम्प्लॉयमेंट बढ़े, प्रोडक्शन बढ़े और हमारा एक्सपोर्ट भी और डोमेस्टिक मार्केट में भी हमारा नाम हो सके। मैं आपसे ये हम्बल रिक्वेस्ट करता हूँ, ये टोटल हम इसकी सबमिशन देंगे जिसके ऊपर आपको गौर करने की जरूरत है। मंत्री महोदय जी, इसके ऊपर पूरा ध्यान दीजिए, अपग्रेडेशन के टेक्नोलॉजी अपग्रेडेशन।
मैं आपसे एक सवाल पूछता हूँ,
आपको कौन सी टेक्नोलॉजी चाहिए, कौन सी मशीन चाहिए, वर्ल्ड में कहाँ अवेलेबल है, इसका बेस्ट जजमेंट तो आप ही कर सकते हो। अब ये करने के लिए तो ये मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि ये करने के लिए आपको दिक्कत क्या है, सरकार का क्या सपोर्ट चाहिए, मुझे इलाबोरेट करके दीजिए। मैं चाहता हूँ इसको सपोर्ट करना। वी विल फाइंड आउट सम स्कीम एंड वी आर रेडी टू सपोर्ट यू।
थैंक यू फॉर एश्योरेंस मंत्री महोदय जी।
सर थैंक यू सर। मैं निवेदन करूंगा कि हमारे महाराष्ट्र का प्रेसिडेंट संतोष कांबले जी से निवेदन करूंगा कि वो बात करें।
सर आई एम फ्रॉम मुंबई एंड मेरा जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है वी आर इनटू लेदर ये प्रायोरिटी सेक्टर है एसएमई का। लेकिन महाराष्ट्र में लेदर जो है वो ज्यादा करके सारी एरिया में सबसे ज्यादा एसएमईज है एंड यू नो दैट इन दिस कोविड कंडिशन द बैडली अफेक्टेड एरिया इन मुंबई इज धारावी। तो त्यामुळे सर मेरा एक आपको रिक्वेस्ट है सर कि धारावी के लेदर एंड लेदर अलाइड इंडस्ट्रीज के लिए कुछ राहत का पैकेज अलग से, बिकॉज इसमें 90-70% entrepreneurs from SC/ST category है सर and these entrepreneurs are badly affected because of कंप्लीट लॉकडाउन। आज पार्शली लॉकडाउन खुलने के बाद में भी मुझे नहीं लगता कि मुंबई सबसे ज्यादा या धारावी फॉर दैट मैटर बहुत जल्दी एक्टिवेट हो पाएगा। तो मेरा ये निवेदन है सर आपको कि कुछ लेदर सेक्टर और लेदर अलाइड सेक्टर्स के ऊपर थोड़ा सा कुछ राहत दिया जाए। ऑल्सो सर अभी रिसेंटली आपने सर एक ideas.msme.gov का जो पोर्टल है वो इनॉग्रेट किया, जिसमें आपने एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को बोला था कि आपने अपने इनोवेशंस जो है वो उस पोर्टल पे डाले। उस माध्यम से हमने हमारा इनोवेशन जो है, हमने एक आउटडोर मास्क डिजाइन किया है जो काफी सारी एजेंसी से सर्टिफाइड भी हो चुका है सर। हमें इस ड्यू टू लॉकडाउन या फिर ड्यू टू लिमिटेशंस वी कैन नॉट कनेक्ट टू द वेरियस एजेंसीज। तो अगर सर ये पोर्टल एसएमईज को स्पेशली फॉर SC/ST एंटरप्रेन्योर्स को अगर कुछ कनेक्शंस में बहुत ज्यादा हेल्प कर पाए तो बहुत अच्छा रहेगा सर।
हूँ आप थोड़ा सा महाराष्ट्र सरकार के इंडस्ट्रियल मिनिस्टर से भी बात करो। मैं दिल्ली मुंबई हाईवे में ठाना डिस्ट्रिक्ट के ट्राइबल एरिया से वो जाता है, मुंबई से नज़दीक है। मैं एक लेदर क्लस्टर वहाँ करने के लिए तैयार हूँ। हम धारावी के सर्व लोगों को वहाँ प्लॉट्स भी देंगे, रेसिडेंशियल अकोमोडेशन देंगे, स्मार्ट सिटी स्मार्ट शहर बनाएंगे और सब प्रकार की एयरपोर्ट कनेक्टिविटी, पोर्ट कनेक्टिविटी, स्टेशन कनेक्टिविटी सब देंगे। यू टेक द इनिशिएटिव विद द हेल्प ऑफ गवर्नमेंट ऑफ महाराष्ट्र। लेट अस धारावी से बाहर आइए, वहाँ की परिस्थिति बहुत ख़राब है, ना रहने के लिए जगह है ना कुछ है, एकंदरित उससे बहुत नुकसान हो रहा है और जनता का लोगों का भी नुकसान हुआ है। तो इस समय आप इनिशिएटिव लेकर आइए, मैं आपको लैंड देने के लिए तैयार हूँ सस्ते में, और हम लोग वहाँ ये क्लस्टर तैयार करेंगे और जो प्रोसेसिंग की बड़ी इंडस्ट्री है वही होगी। तो एक ही समय सब प्रकार की फैसिलिटी का एक प्लान करिए आप। लेदर एसोसिएशन का हमारा ये जो मेरा इंटरेक्शन हुआ था, उन्होंने टोटल उनका टर्नओवर 1,45,000 करोड़ का है और 90,000 करोड़ उनका डोमेस्टिक मार्केट है और करीब 45 से 55,000 करोड़ एक्सपोर्ट है। तो ये इसका विचार करके देश भर की एसोसिएशन मिलकर ये ठाणे ज़िले के बैकवर्ड एरिया में या गुजरात के बैकवर्ड एरिया में या राजस्थान हरियाणा के बैकवर्ड एरिया में कहीं भी आपको जहाँ उचित लगती है वहाँ इस लेदर क्लस्टर के लिए करिए। ये धारावी को शिफ्ट करने के लिए मुंबई से नज़दीक होगा और ये मेन रोड होगा और दिल्ली से मुंबई 12 घंटे में होगा और इसी के बाजू में हम स्मार्ट सिटी स्मार्ट विलेजेस भी बनाएंगे। तो क्यों नहीं पूरे एसोसिएशन के द्वारा तुम सोचकर, मैं महाराष्ट्र सरकार से बात करता हूँ, उनको भी दीजिए, मैं भी देता हूँ, मैं भी आपको मदद करता हूँ। लैंड हम एक्वायर करेंगे और एक पूरा क्लस्टर बनाएंगे, उसमें रेसिडेंशियल होगा, रहने की व्यवस्था होगी और सब प्रकार का लिविंग स्टैंडर्ड्स बढ़ेगा, सस्टेनेबिलिटी होगी। और मुझे लगता है बहुत आवश्यक है, मुंबई के बाहर निकलना चाहिए। मुंबई क्यूआस हो गया, मुंबई की मर्यादा ख़त्म हो गई है। तो क्यों नहीं आप इसके लिए सोचते हैं और लेट गिव मी द प्रपोजल ऑन मुंबई दिल्ली एक्सप्रेस हाईवे, मैं उसके लिए मदद करने के लिए तैयार हूँ।
थैंक यू सर। मैं निवेदन करूंगा कि दिल्ली चैप्टर के प्रेसिडेंट मनोज जी को बात करें। मनोज जी।
जी सर, नमस्कार सर। मेरा सबमिशन है सर, जो जीएसटी का 3 महीने का हमको मिला है उसको 3 महीने के बजाय 6 महीने कर दिया जाए तो हम लोगों के लिए बहुत सहूलियत होगी, बिकॉज जो वर्किंग कैपिटल अभी बचा ही नहीं है लॉकडाउन की वजह से, और जो बचा भी है जैसे ही लॉकडाउन खुलेगा या हम वर्किंग करेंगे तो अगर जीएसटी में पेमेंट चला जाएगा सर बहुत प्रॉब्लम्स होने वाली हैं। तो आपसे मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है कि जो हैवी ये एक तो बढ़ा दिया, दूसरा जो ग्रीनफील्ड प्रोजेक्ट्स है सर उस पे जो जब जी शुरू होंगे जो